Om Sushumna. Salutations to the greatest ascended masters, Sri Bhoga Siddharji, Sri Mahavtar Babaji, and Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji. Namaste to one and all on behalf of Divya Babaji's Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation. In today's session, we will learn about the journey of twin souls and divine counterparts and Sushumna Kriya Yogis Mohith and Ankita from separation to union with Guru's grace. So, tell us about yourselves.
Om Sushumna. I am Mohith. I completed my MBA from Asian Institute of Management, Manila, and I have been working as a program manager for last 10 plus years in a reputed MNC. I have been practicing Sushumna Kriya Yoga for the last 14 plus years.
Om Sushumna. I'm Ankita. I'm working as a team lead in a reputed software company since 2011. I've been practicing Sushumna Kriya Yoga since more than 8 years now, and Mohit had introduced me to Sushumna Kriya Yoga.
So good to know about both of you. Let us now learn more about your individual spiritual journey. So Mohit, can you tell us how did you get to know about Sushumna Kriya Yoga?
It was in the year 2006 and 7. I was doing my second year of engineering that time. My friends Raju and Shiva told me about a meditation class that is going to happen in Kakinada, and they asked me for a helping hand. I was a lot into volunteering that time, and I thought it's a great opportunity for me to volunteer for a greater cause. Along with volunteering, I also got an opportunity to get initiated into Sushumna Kriya Yoga by Her Holiness Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji herself.
That is really amazing that you got initiated at such a young age, and that too directly by Aathmanandamayi Mataji. So Ankita, when did Mohit introduce you to Sushumna Kriya Yoga, and how much of a spiritual inclination did you have before that?
So it was when Mohit was going for relief for Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji's birthday celebrations, and there was a public class followed by it in Andhra. And that's when he told me about Sushumna Kriya Yoga meditation in detail and how much he believes in that. So I come from a Vaishnav family where we are supposed to do Brahma Samarpan, which means submit to gurus, and this process happens somewhere at 12 to 15 years of our age. And I had done this when I was 14 years. So when I used to see Mohit, that how inclined he is towards Sushumna Kriya Yoga and how much of severance and belief he has in Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji, Gopinath Siddhagaru and Babaji, I used to feel amazed. And those positive vibrations, it used to give me such a blissful feeling. That's when I came to know that Mohit has decided to give part of his life to Sushumna Kriya Yoga.
That's really amazing, Ankita. Though both of you met at a later stage in life, both of you were parallelly pursuing your spiritual journeys, and ultimately you met at certain point in life. So many youngsters today are not aware of the importance of having a guru in their lives. And when Mohit told you about this, it would have definitely made an impact in your journey together. So Mohit, when was your first interaction with Aathmanandamayi Mataji?
It was during the same initiation class. I was really fortunate enough to meet Ammagaru in a very close gathering. Ammagaru asked me, "How are you? And how are your studies?" And the moment I saw Ammagaru, I felt inner satisfaction. And that one smile and glance for Ammagaru, I was sure that was not my last meeting with Ammagaru. And even today, if I close my eyes, I still can feel that very vividly.
I can only imagine the joy that you would have felt during your first meeting with Ammagaru. So, Ankita, what made you believe in Sushumna Kriya Yoga, and how did you have the conviction that Atmanandamayi Ammagaru is your Guruma?
So, like I told you, right? In our family, the teachings always revolved around gurus, how important a guru is, and all those things. So, when Mohit told me about Sushumna Kriya Yoga and Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji, I had started feeling that connection already. I wasn't aware what this connection was. So when Mohit told me in 2014, just before a month of Guru Purnami, about Sri Sailam. So I don't know, I had never heard this about this place ever in my life. At that particular moment, I felt like a deja vu, I have heard this somewhere, I don't know where. So I had a strong desire or feeling to meet Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji in person and know more about her and Sushumna Kriya Yoga. So with great blessings of Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Mataji, she permitted me to be part of Sri Sailam Guru Purnami in 2014. So that is when I first saw Amma um, that day and this day. Whenever I meet Ammagaru, it's same kind of feeling, that positivity, that happiness. It's just the same. So in Sri Sailam, we got opportunity to do puja with Ammagaru in both me and Mohit in Garbhagudi. So after I returned to Mumbai, I still had a, not exactly question mark, but I was trying to connect the dots that why I am having such a strong feeling towards Mataji or towards Sushumna Kriya Yoga, and what about Sri Sailam? So Ammagaru told us this, that due to past life karmas, Mohit and me were supposed to do puja with our Guru in Sri Sailam, and this was a whole plan by gurus to, all this situation was created by them. So that's when I understood that why exactly all this is happening. So before going to Sri Sailam, I had a call with my then guru, Sri Mathuresh Babaji, and he told me there was like a usual bi-monthly phone call to him. But in that particular phone call, he told me only few words. That is, I am not your guru. Go find her. And who knew that I would find all my answers in Sri Silence?
That is so amazing. You both come from different family backgrounds, which is very common with most twin souls. So, how did your family members agree for your marriage?
So when we returned from Sri Sailam, I was still in that blissful state, okay. But my father had already started seeing the matches, and that's when I told him about Mohit. But due to caste differences and, like you said, different family backgrounds, it was really difficult, and we had lot many hurdles. But I was sure that we are ought to be together because it was something similar we both believed in and something that we vouched for. And we were sure that our life purpose is far above all these. And
And you were definitely sure that you were going to spend your life with Mohit only.
yes, so and that's how Amagaru's divine play came in picture. Oh yes.
We have to talk about that for sure. It's such a divine union is only possible with Guru's grace. So Mohit, tell us about the divine intervention that happened that made this union possible in this particular lifetime.
While we were going through all these hurdles, I happened to speak to Mataji and I had requested Ammagaru that Amma, I want to be with her, and that's the only thing that I wanted in my lifetime. And Ammagaru granted me that wish. Only because of Ammagaru's blessings and timing, we are happy, and this is where we are right now.
So true. Also with twin flames, the separation is so unbearable, and we see a lot of people in the separation phase right now, and they're aspiring to be together. So you are so lucky to have a guru, and divine timing. Divine timing always has its importance, and lucky it really worked out for both of you.
That's when we knew we had a greater purpose in life.
And it was, the conviction came in even more stronger with the support of your guru as well, and both of you from the same, similar spiritual background. I think it made all the difference in your journey. You have experienced Sushumna Kriya Yoga both as a student and as a professional, and I remember during one of those times you were experiencing what is known as the separation phase post marriage. I think you went to study abroad and Ankita was in India. Could you tell us about that time and how did you manage your separation phase?
I really got an opportunity to experience Sushumna Kriya Yoga twice as a student. So after joining the job, like I wanted to do masters. Means I wanted to do it from abroad. Okay, so that means yes, I mean I'll have to leave Ankita alone here and then like go there do masters, and it's a cramped up. It's a 16-month cramped up MBA program. Okay, the stress is at its peak, and also considering that like Ankita is managing all alone the finances here. Okay, how she will be able to manage here. In addition to that, the pressure from the assignments, or like the timely things, the timely assignments that needs to be closed, all these things could have taken a toll on my mental health. But Sushumna Kriya Yoga really helped me. I came out with flying colors, and it was my previous organization who gave me a better job opportunity with a very good hike. So I came back with a boom.
So, how long did you practice Sushumna Kriya Yoga for in a day?
It's 49 minutes a day, a minimum. Like, yeah. So, along with 49 minutes a day meditation, I also do introspection at night before going to bed. We do introspection that what all things we have done today. Is there any way how we can correct it, or how we can improvise it for tomorrow if we spend like, any, how productively we can utilize that thing, that particular time tomorrow. So, that's how we do introspection along with 49 minutes of meditation.
And that 49 minutes of meditation helped you throughout your day and helped you maintain, a balance of thoughts, and you could sail through that phase much more easier than a normal person would think of doing. So, thank you for sharing this with us. So, Ankita, I'm sure you also have gone through the similar phase. And can you tell us about how did you manage your separation phase, without Mohit?
So it was the most turning point in my life, or rather, should I say, between me and Amagar. Uh, After Mohit left, I would have definitely stepped into depression if it wasn't for Amagar. So that's again divine play came into the picture, and Amagaru happened to be in the same city where, of ours, and I got opportunities, so many opportunities like Alam Seva or driving to Amagaru at different places, and endless. So that's when I came to know that to what an extent a guru can go to comfort her shishya and lift her up. So I'm speechless about what all miracles Ammagaru would have done to me that time, that I shouldn't even think about this long distance relationship that I was having. So at the same time, I requested Ammagaru, Amma, please give me so much work that I should not think of this long distance relationship with Mohit. So Ammagaru instructed me to meditate for 2 hours every day. So every time I had an opportunity to see Amagaru, I used to feel same kind of jitters in my body. Every time it feels like my first meeting in Sri Sailam. So almost during the same period of time, I requested Amagaru once, Amma, if I do any mistake, please correct me, please scold me, but never leave me. So, on one such afternoon, while I was massaging Amagaru's hand, uh, Amagaru went to deep sleep, and during the sleep, Amagaru holded my hand like this. It was rock hard, and I was trying to pull my hand, but I couldn't.
Must be in the Samadhi Sthiti.
And I could feel those shivers. It was such a tremendous energy. And even I called in Prashant, Mama, please, can you come and help me? I didn't want to disturb Amagaru in any way, right? So Prashant Amaki, even she tried, but it was all in vain. Amagaru was holding it so tightly. And that's when I realized that how much processing Amagaru must be doing. And the shivers, the jitters, the goosebumps around my body, like I could feel the spark going through. So it was that amount of energy Amagaru was passing.
That's some tremendous amount of energy that has gone through your body, and I think it was in a very short span of time. So, yes, go on with your experience.
So that's how Amagaru used to give me so many opportunities, and that's when I started knowing Amagaru, a guru, how much of perfection, dedication. So it might be a smallest thing like just watering the plants. There is a way to it, and that's what I learned from Amagaru. And with all these things, it was a learning phase altogether for me. Every day a new thing to learn, and that's how I sailed through this separation phase of ours.
Yeah, I think, yes, I think, being in a guru's presence makes all the difference, because the energy vibrations that we constantly receive when we are in that, in that state of bhava, in that state of gratitude. I think gratitude is what attracts countless number of blessings. And you have, sailed through that separation phase. And I'm very happy that, you witnessed such a, presence of, a divine, an enlightened soul like Amagaru. And you were also blessed with a baby girl recently. And can you share that joy with us?
Sure. So it's only because of Guru's blessings that after 7 years of marriage, we were blessed with a small little Sushumna Kriya Yoga. And it was a high risk pregnancy because I have PCOS and type 2 diabetes. So since third month of my pregnancy, I was prescribed for insulin. I had to take it 3 times a day. Along with that, I had to monitor my sugars regularly. So it was like 6 pricks a day, and prick is needle is my biggest fear. But I am still, when I sit right now and think about it, I don't know how I sailed through that. Gurus gave me so much of power to bear that every time. So since fifth month of pregnancy, Amagaru had told to read positive affirmations, and both of us used to read positive affirmations. So throughout the journey, I just requested Amagaru to assign me with lot and lot of work. So just even before few days of delivery, I was working on my sign tasks, and with all these complications that I had, I still cannot believe that I delivered normally. So definitely for a person like me with so many complications, it is only a miracle.
So, Mohith and Ankita, have you introduced the special technique of Sushumna Kriya Yoga and Gurus to your toddler Shama yet?
Yes, since the time I was pregnant, I used to hear Omkaras regularly, Omkaras in Amagaru's voice. So while driving the car or while going to office, while getting ready, anything, anytime I get time, I used to hear Amagaru's Omkara. So when Shama was born, in fact, when I just entered the delivery room during the delivery, Mohit had started playing Omkara since then. So when first Shama entered this world, the first thing what she heard was Amagaru's Omkara. And throughout the process of delivery, I had Amagaru's small book besides me and our Guru's frame in the delivery room. So even doctors were amazed seeing our belief. So when Shama was still like 3 to 4 months, I had started singing Guru Brahma to her regularly, and she used to respond very well. So at 5 to 6 months, when she started making sounds, whenever I used to sing Guru Brahma to her, she used to respond very effectively.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tatsmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
And around 8 months of her age, uh, she saw Babaji Karu's picture. So every day we keep our frame besides her bed while she sleeps and throughout the day. So suddenly she crawled and she pulled the picture and kissed. So we were astonished because never she had done to any of us that way.
Oh, she has never.
Not by that.
Yes. So what I believe is that this inculcations what we do it is a process, and it has to be coming from parents. And
It's a two-way process.
exactly. And Amagaru always says that our culture and our tradition should be a niche quality of these little Sushumna Kriya Yogis. So we are just trying our best to inculcate whatever we can in him. Right now, the situation is that our 20 months old daughter uh, gets up every morning, takes pranamas from gurus, and she chants Omkara 7 times. She cannot keep her hand in Yoga Mudra completely, so she tries to keep it like this. And before sleeping, she does the same. And throughout the day, whenever she needs some quiet time, she will go behind the curtain or sit below the dining table, and she would start meditating just like that. So
It's already turning out to be a mini Sushumna Kriya Yogi.
just Guru's blessings, that's it.